Welcome to a new fragrance review. Today I'm gonna rank every fragrance from the Corum lineup. So if you follow me for a long time, you probably know that I really enjoy Corum. It's actually my favorite old school or 80s fragrance, and it's also the only bottle that I have a backup bottle. So that's how you probably imagine that it's my favorite from the line, and you'd be right. If you haven't smelled Corum, basically what it is, it's a beast mode fragrance from the 80s. There's a lot of oak moss, a lot of pine, a lot of tobacco, leather, aldehyde. It's really nice 80s powerhouse. Really enjoy it. And what I like about it, it's the smell it has. For me, it's really summery, and I really enjoy to wear it in summer. It's the only like 80s powerhouse that you can really wear in summer and really enjoy it. Another that I really love is Polo by Ralph Lauren, and this one's really too much for me in summer, but this one I still rate it. I really enjoy it. A little something. I really don't know how to explain it in summer. Well, I would wear it in winter too, but I love it in summer. And it reminds me when I was young. I don't know if I knew someone or like a friend of my parent or teacher, or I don't have a clue, was wearing this fragrance when I was young, but it reminds me when I was a kid. This is one of the things I really enjoyed about this fragrance. Also, the bottle feels really, really vintage, and I love that they kept the style like this of the bottle. It's really what makes the charm of it. And for me, it's the best fragrance from the lineup. Now, the second best fragrance from the lineup is Corum Silver, and still have the same kind of bottle, though it's transparent instead of being green. The cap is silver and dark gray. Still have the same kind of atomizer, though it's silver instead of gold. And the fragrance itself, it's a really nice display of ginger and citrus, which is a really common mix, especially in blue fragrance and those mass appealing fragrance. And I would say the ginger is more dominant. Also, the fragrance is really woody with a lot of cedar as one of the note. And it's really nice, really masculine. And it still plays with that same kind of accord that we see all the time in every fragrance, but it's just made in a nice way. It's really nice, really interesting. I would say from all the Corums, probably the most mass appealing, though it's really different from normal mass appealing fragrance. So I wouldn't really call it mass appealing. It's really great fragrance. If you want something a little bit old school, but that's have that citrus ginger accord with big woody base, it's great fragrance. And the third fragrance on the list would be Aquacon, and now it has a blue bottle, yellow cap, and a gold rim on the cap with a gold atomizer. And that fragrance is extremely aromatic. I wouldn't call it aquatic. It's an aquatic that was made with the way of making aquatic before actual aquatic fragrance like were what they are right now. There's a lot of aromatic note, including lavender. Somewhat it reminds me a little bit of Polo Blue. I wouldn't like call it a clone or anything, or even like the same kind of fragrance. It just reminds me of Polo Blue a little bit. So there's a little bit reminds me of Cool Water. So if you're a fan of those fragrances, those really old school aquatic fragrance, it's really a great fragrance to try. Also, all those fragrances are really cheap, so that's something that's nice about it. But I think what it did was great. Every kind of big era fragrance is represented. The powerhouse of the 80s, early 90s and 2000, early 2000 aquatic fragrance, more like early 90s actually, or even before that, and those new citrus, spicy, woody fragrance that we see nowadays. I think it's really great how they do those fragrance. Even though I would say that Corum Silver and Aquacon are really not close in quality in the blending of the original Corum, I still think they are really interesting. And if you're a big fan of Corum, you should give a try to them. I think it's a bit sad that Puig doesn't get all the love it should get right now, especially with Corum and all those fragrance. It's really, if you're a big fan of old school fragrance, it should be a brand that give a look to them, because they do really nice stuff. So, hope you enjoyed the video. If it's the case, we'll like and share if you're a big fan of Corum and have all the fragrance from the lineup. please tell me what will be your top 3 for you. So, thanks for watching, and see you soon.